Tig! I love Wolly and Wolly loves me. We've been together since we were wee. We play hide and we play run. We have funny fun. He's my spider cuddly toy. He's my clever Wolly boy. I love Wolly and Wolly loves me. We've been together since we were wee. Granny, no.
You take Wolly.
When I was little, my daddy took me to see my granny. Wolly came too.
Hello, Tiggy.
I love my granny.
Come on, let's go. What will we have? We'll have some tea, will we?
Granny and Daddy had a cup of tea. Granny is Daddy's mummy. That's funny. Can you tell me a story about Daddy? I asked Granny to tell me the story about when Daddy was little.
I think we'll wait until Daddy's gone.
No, said Granny, later.
You be a good girl for Granny when Daddy's away.
I wanted to help Granny, so I took Daddy's cup of tea away for her.
Oh, no, sweetheart, just leave that because let Granny...
No, said Granny, be careful.
Granny will take it.
Granny said no a lot.
Dad's going to go away. You bet.
When Daddy left, I had my Granny to myself.
See you later.
I like having Tig here.
Bye.
Bye.
Granny told me the story about how Daddy made a mud pie. And about the mud pie one.
Well, he was carrying a great big tin full of mud. He said, I've made you a mud pie. This is for you, Mummy, and for Jane.
I wanted to make a mud pie too. I wanted to make Granny laugh like Daddy. I looked for a tin to fill with mud.
Clever girl.
No!
But I don't think we can be making any mud pies today.
No, said Granny. I wanted to actually make a mud pie.
It's a heavy one.
Granny had lots of exciting things round her house. Granny says that everything tells a story. I saw a big knife. What's that, Granny? Granny said that was Great-Granddad's knife. Can I see? I said. No, said Granny. Mustn't touch. Granny had a big glass bottle. When you look through the glass, it made everything move and bend.
Careful, darling. No.
When I tried to touch the bottle, Granny said no. Granny said no a lot. Granny has a staircase in her house. I love to run up and down Granny's staircase.
No, Tig. Don't run up and down the stairs, dear. I don't want you to fall.
No running on the stairs. Granny, no. Hey, Tig. Granny doesn't just say no. She says yes too. But there'd be no fun to say yes if Granny didn't sometimes say no. And Granny's no's keeps you safe. No to spilling hot tea. No to touching sharp knives. No to running and falling down the stairs. So try thinking of all the things to do that will let Granny say yes. Yes to playing with your toys. Yes to asking for stories. Yes to showing you the treasure box. Come on! Hey, and Tig, why don't you tell Granny how much you love her too? Yes, I thought. I love my Granny. I'm going to do things so Granny can say yes. Love you, Granny. I love
Oh, Tig, darling, I love you too.
Can I look at the treasure box?
Of course you can.
Yes, said Granny. Can I put the jewels on? Yes, said Granny.
Ooh.
Granny saw Wolly.
Oh my goodness.
It's only a toy spider. But you can cuddle Wolly, yes.
Want to find a ring?
And I love Wolly. Hey, Tig. I love Wolly and Wolly loves me. We've been together since we were wee. We play hide and we play run. We have funny fun. He's my spider cuddly toy. He's my clever Wolly boy. I love Wolly and Wolly loves me. We've been together since we were wee. The dog. When I was little, my granny got a new dog. I went to visit my granny and her new dog with my daddy. Wolly came too. In the park, on the way to Granny, we saw lots of dogs. I wanted to play with the dogs. Can we play with the dogs?
No, we don't know the dogs.
Daddy said no. He said we should leave the dogs we don't know alone. I had fun just watching the dogs. Granny's dog was called Herbie.
Hello. You come and see.
I asked to see Herbie.
He's in the kitchen having breakfast.
Granny said we should leave Herbie alone when he was eating.
We just watch.
Daddy was looking in a cupboard. Daddy was trying to find a dog bed for Herbie to sleep in. Daddy found his old drum set. I made lots of noise on Daddy's drums. Then I heard another noise. Woof, 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 woof.
Shh, Tig. Herbie doesn't like the noise.
Herbie was barking in a rage. I didn't like Herbie barking. Daddy found his old space hopper.
Fresh air and some fun.
The hopper was fun. I bounced around the garden.
Come on, Herbie. Let's see what's happening. Come on.
I bounced up to Herbie. Herbie barked. Woof, 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 woof. Herbie looked scary. I didn't like Herbie.
Listen, Tig, I think I'd better take him back inside. He's getting too excited.
Granny took Herbie back inside.
Here's one bed for Herbie.
Daddy found a bed for Herbie.
Do you want to come for a walk with Herbie?
No. No, I said. I didn't like dogs.
Okay.
Hey, Tig, you don't like Herbie because you don't know Herbie. Ruff. You need to get to know Herbie in just the same way Herbie needs to get to know you. Ruff. So what does Herbie like and what does Herbie not like? Granny says Herbie likes to eat in peace. Ruff. When you did your drumming, you found out that Herbie doesn't like loud bangs. When you bounced up to Herbie on the space hopper, you found out that Herbie gets frightened easily. He's like most dogs. And Herbie's barking, ruff, is his way of telling you what he's feeling. Ruff, ruff, woof, woof. So when you meet Herbie again, be very quiet and still. Don't touch Herbie until Granny says you can. That way, you'll get to know Herbie.
Yes, I thought. I want to get to know Herbie. I want to like Herbie. Can I see Herbie?
Yeah, come on.
I'll be very quiet.
What a great girl.
Granny was getting Herbie ready for his walk. I was very quiet and still.
That's a good girl.
Granny said I could stroke Herbie gently.
That's it.
Now, do you want to take him out?
Take Herbie to the
We took Herbie to the park.
Oh,
I like getting to know Herbie.
you got Herbie, Tig.
Here he goes.
Come and give us the Come and give us it. Oh!
I'm not sure if he likes my toy spider yet. It's only my toy spider. I like Herbie. And I love Wolly.